Okay, let's proceed with sets then. Okay, right now we are done with these exercises. Then, right. But before we start with the set, like first we discuss about the list and then we discuss about the tuples. Right, therefore, we'll see the tuple, and then we're going to learn about set, and then we're going to learn about the dictionary. Right, now, list whether the items. Right, what can you say about the items? The order of the items. Is it ordered?
Ordered.
Items are ordered. Okay. Then you can say ordered items. And then what about the, is it allow you to edit or change the items? Can you change?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
can
sir.
change. Changeable. Changeable. Right. Okay. Does it have duplicate values as well?
Yes.
Allow duplicates. Right. Okay. Thereafter, we discuss about tuples. What can you say about tuples? Is the items are ordered?
Yes, sir.
Tuples
Ordered.
is
But not
it
changeable.
changeable?
Changeable.
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 Changeable?
Not changeable.
Changeable.
No, yes, unchangeable. Yes, because once create, you cannot change. That's why we had to work around by converting into a list and then do whatever the change. Likewise, does it allow duplicates? Yes, it allow duplicates. Right now, set. Right now, list we created using square brackets. Tuple we created using round brackets. Set. What do you think? Sets created using which brackets now? We have left now. Curly brackets. Yes, curly brackets. Sets are defined using curly brackets, then items. Is there any order for the sets?
No order.
What is it?
There is no order, random orders, right? Therefore, not ordered. Therefore, how can you call not ordered or unordered? No, unordered. Right, unordered. And what do you think? Can we change the items of a set? Can we
I
change the
think we
items
can
of?
add or remove only something like that.
You can replace. You cannot replace them.
I
Yes, then
think.
we say unchangeable, right? Because we can add or remove. You can remove items, you can add items, but you cannot change the items. So we will say unchangeable, or someone can argue changeable. But the consideration you need to know that unchangeable means here can add or remove elements, can add or remove elements, add or remove elements, cannot change, but can add or remove elements. Right now, that is what you call as unchangeable. Does it allow duplicates, sets? Do we have duplicate values in sets?
No.
No, sir.
Yes, therefore, no duplicates right now. Okay, now this is going to be totally different of what we have done so far. Right now, the list has ordered, changeable, and it allow duplicates, and tuple ordered but unchangeable, but it allow duplicates. But now sets. Now sets also unordered, and there is no order. Therefore, there is no indexes. Therefore, cannot change, but you can add or remove items, and then there will be no duplicates allowed. Right now. Uh, First of all, like as we have done previously, the same flow we have to go through. That means how to declare a set, how to declare it using constructor, how to convert items into a set, and thereafter how to access items, and how to add items, how to remove items, and then how to iterate through a set using for loops or while for loops, and thereafter what are the special methods available in the set, especially when you are doing your O-level mathematics, you may have done it right. Set operations, right? Then union, intersection, difference, com what is that? Complement, I can't remember even. Let's see. Complement, no? What was that? The using the C right now, the elements which are not in the particular set, we call it
Yeah,
as?
compliments.
Okay, then complements, likewise, then likewise there are different functions available in order to find out those, but I can't remember all. But while we are doing it, let's see. And otherwise, just remind me if I am missing any methods. And thereafter, we will do few exercises and then we'll start with the dictionary, because here it won't take much time because we already have done lists and tuples. Therefore, let's go ahead with the set. Right now, as we know already, set can be declared by my set is equals to curly brackets. You can have any values, right? Even you can have numbers, you can have a decimal numbers, so you can have true false values, you can have letters, likewise you can have as set elements right now. Then we can print the elements of a set using my set. And thereafter, you can print the type of this one. Okay, right now that can be done by using the type method. Type and my set. Right now, these are the things we have already learned so far. And if you want to get the number of elements available, this using length. Using the length, and then we can have true false values as well. True, likewise. Then let's save it and see. Right. Now, here also you can see the difference now. Either way, the true 5, 5.5, 25 hello, 25, 15. And the second time when I print, now hello comes first, then true goes, and then 5, 5.25, 25, 15. The order has changed. Now you can see there is no order now. By looking at these outputs, you can say here the set elements are not ordered. There is no order. Randomly it get prints. Therefore, no order. Now that's done. It's unordered. That's proved now. And then the type method returns it is a set. Then it says the class set. And the length method returns that number of elements available for a set. The number of elements 6. So now we already know the methods right now. The type and the length we know already. Right now, what happens if we have the same number again and again and again and again, like now 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Right now, duplicate values I have assigned now. You can see only one occurrence of 5 is there. Still, the count has not increased. Still 6. Therefore, though you have multiple duplicate values, then those will be ignored. Therefore, set cannot have two items with the same value. Therefore, right now, those will be removed. Right now, right now we have a problem. Okay, if there's a set with true and 1, right now I have added a new value, but that won't display it. No. Do you have any idea why is it? I have 1 and I have true, but then it does not show 1. If it is true, not there. Let's say if it is false. Now it should say 7. There are 7 items. But let's say if I have add again true, and if I add again 0, now you can see here, okay, the false is there, 1 is there, but true is not there, and 0 is not there. Oh my goodness, 0 is not there. Any idea what happens with the 0 and 1? Okay, if it is only true and 1, okay, let us remove the elements here. And then we'll figure it out. Right, now we have false 1, true 0. It shows only false or 1. Right now, if I have 0 to the, if I put 0 to the top, 0 false, 0 false, and 1 true. Now, will it display false? Now, that's my question is, right now it says 0 and 1. And right now, therefore, what is the conclusion you can make?
Like
0
0
and
is taken as false and 1 is taken as true.
yes, 0 and false considered as false, 1 and true is considered as true. So if it is 0 and false, then it considered as the same number, same value, 0, false. Therefore, the first occurrence of 0 or false value would get displayed, and 1 and true is the same. If it is 1, considered as true. If you have 1 and true both, the first occurrence of the values either 1 or true will display. And then because 1 and true considered as the same, 1 also considered as the true, and 0 also considered as the false. That's the reason. Right. Okay, quickly try out with some multiple values and then try to create a set, and then you know how to iterate through using a loop, and then try to do it and just create a set and iterate through a loop and then try to get the sum of the set values, the total of the set values, and then try to find out the maximum, minimum of the values in the set. And yes, and check whether using in operators, whatever the value you are looking for is available in the set or not. Likewise, that also you could try. Okay, quickly try out. Find max, min, sum of the elements, and thereafter look for a specific number in a set to check whether it is available or not. Likewise. 2 minutes. Send me the answers via chat, please.
Convert to a set and again back to a list.
Yes, very easily you could have converted to a set first, and thereafter, then the duplicate values get ignored. Then you can again convert it back to a list if it requires you to have it in a list format. Otherwise, you can just print in the way as it is. Likewise, then based on the characteristics of the collections, you have to gain the advantage of what to do. Right. Now, what is the answer? Okay, the latest answer is this. Right now, let's try out. Oh, no, it's not copied. Copy. My set 2355, print my set, print type my set, print length my set, okay, and then 2455, print my set, type my set. Oh, where is this? Go with the answers. So I wanted you to get the sum. I want you to get the max. I want you to get the min. Those are not there. Okay, anyhow. Good. You have tried the first thing. Done.
Sorry, sir, I did the wrong thing.
You have sent the wrong one. You understood. Okay, okay. Bad. Bad. Now, here it shows the my set, it shows the length. Here, using the max method, it shows the max, it says the min. Okay, whether the 50 is in my set or not, you want to check using the in operator. 23 in my set or not, you're going to check that. Right now, how to iterate through elements of a set. That also, okay, we'll do later on. And then for the time being, let's run it and see. Right now, that's how you can just go around, play around with the set. Right now, since we said there is no order, therefore no index. Therefore, we cannot access by the index number. Otherwise, we could have put that inside the square bracket 0, 1, 2. Likewise, we could have access by the index. Therefore, set items cannot be accessed using an index or a key, because why? There is no order. Then order may change. Therefore, you cannot do that. Right. Then if you want to check whether given value is there or not, you could use the in operator. to check whether the given value is in or not. And then if you want to iterate through a set, you would have done it using for I in my set, I in my set. Okay, you can print I. Right, like same way what we have done previously, then you can iterate through this, and then if you have to count the sum also. No, right now, if you want to get the sum, right now, if you want, what if you use sum, will it work? Then you can say sum method will give you the sum, or else using this, like you can declare a variable called total equals 0, and then each time you print, you can have total plus equals total plus equals I, and thereafter you can print the total variable value total print. Likewise, also you could calculate the total. Right? Okay, we know already this, and we have already done this. Right now, we know that now we cannot change the items of a set, but we can add or we can remove items. But then, can we add into a specific index? What do you think? Can we add a new item to a set to a specific index? What do you think? Will we be able to add an item to a specific index?
No.
Yes, because there is no such order. Therefore, we cannot add an item to a specific index. We can't. Right, then, right, how we can add an item to a how we can add an item to a set. Right now, we don't know, we can't remember. Let's say if it is a list, how we can add an item to a list using what methods?
By using append,
Append, yes. What else?
insert,
Insert, append, yes. And you can use the extend method as well if you want to add another collection. And when it comes to a tuple or tuple, right, then how would you add an item to a tuple? Can you add an item to a tuple?
Just
Can
we
you
have
add
to
an item to a
convert it to a
tuple?
list.
No, you can't add items to a tuple because once created, it cannot be changed. Therefore, tuple items are unchangeable. So, yes, it's a workaround is convert it to a list and then do it. Now we are going for a set. Set. Do we have the append method in set? Append method add the items to where to a list? In a list, if you use the append method, where it will add the item?
To the end.
End of the list, yes, end of the list, it will add the end of the list. For an insert method,
At the specified index.
you have to specify the index as well. To the specific index it will add. Right now, the set method, now we can't use the insert, I guess, then because we don't have the specific indexes, right? So, if it is add an item to a set right now, we can't use append. Can we use append method? I'll try out whether the append method works. I don't think yes. Append method is not working, I guess. I think you can add items to a set using add method. You can add items to a set using add method. Right now, for an example, let's say we have a set with 1, 2, and 3. And if you want to add an item to a set, then you can say my set dot add. My set dot add. Let's say 4. I'm gonna add 4. My set dot add 4. And I'm gonna print the my set right now. This is how I can add an item to a set. Right now you can see it got added 4. Right. Right. Then if you want to add another, like now for an example, if you have a list, right now, let's say if you have a list, okay, LT, if you have a list, 10, 20, and 30. And if we say my set dot add LT, what will happen now? Right, now you will see you will get an error, unhashable type list. Therefore, type error, then you can't add a collection using this, right? If you want to add an items of a collection, then you have to use, okay, let me do this here. My set dot add 4. And if you want to add this one, then you have to say my set dot external update LT. Right now we could print the set values here. Thereafter we can print. Okay, this is how you can add the items of another collection using the update method right now. Therefore, remember, when it comes to a list, append, insert. When it comes to a set, add, update, add, update. Right now, using add method, you can add item to a set, and using the update method, you can add any collection, any iterable into items of an iterable to a set. Right, even if you want to join two sets, remember, we can go with the set. Right, then we forgot to create a set using set constructor. Okay, we did was we created the list using list constructor, tuple using tuple constructor. How can you create a set using set constructor?
The same way as we did for this enterprise.
Okay,
This property set.
same way. Okay. Now we're done. These things I don't need anymore. Okay, there's an error now. It said set expected at most one argument, but it got 3.
Then we should put two
Yes, because
double
it
brackets.
considered it as tuple. Yes, 2 brackets. Then we are passing a tuple here. Yes. We are passing a tuple then. Okay, this is how you create a set using the constructor. Right, now we know to add items using add method and the update method. And if you want to remove the items, how can you do that? In a list, how could we remove an item from a list? What method we have used?
By using
Using pop method.
remove.
Yes, we had remove method, we had pop method, we had delete keyword, likewise. Then in a set, how can you remove an item? Okay, let's try the remove method and tell me whether it works. Right now, I'm going to remove my set dot remove 10. My set dot remove 10, and I'm going to print the set. Right now, 10, unfortunately, 10 is not there. Then it will give you an error, key error, because 10 was not there like in the list. If the item you are looking for is not available, it will raise an error. Therefore, how can you overcome this? Rather getting a key error, how can you fix this easily? We can check if 10 in my set, then only we could remove this. Right now, if 10 in my set, you're going to remove 10, otherwise not. Therefore, because remove method, remember if the value is not existing, it will raise an error. Right, what else we have? Could you please try the pop method? And when you're using a list, when you use a pop, which element it got removed? The pop method?
Last index.
Last index. Therefore, in a set, try out the pop method and tell me which element will it remove, the pop method. Now, remove method, raise an error if the value is not there. Right, then what about the pop method? Pop. Will the pop method remove the last element of set? Yes or no? Pop method removes the last element of a set. Is it true or false?
False, I think.
False,
Because
because
it's
there
not
is
on
no
an
such order in a set. Therefore, we cannot say what element will get removed. Therefore, it will remove a random number. Right, then try out. Now we have done the remove method, the pop method. Yes, if you use the pop method, a random number will get random element will get removed. That is okay. Right now, my set dot pop, my set dot pop, and then if you use it, then random value will get removed, and then therefore it will remove an item randomly. Right now, remove. You have to pass an item in order to remove an item. You need to specify the item. If the specific item is not there, it will give you an error. Right, then if you want to try, there's a new method called discard. Right now, if you want to try my set dot discard, if you use discard, my set dot discard 20. Right, 20 is not there in the set, right? But now will it trace an error? No. Therefore, remember, remove method, if the specific item is not there, will raise an error. But if it is discard method, it will not raise an error. Therefore, discard method will not raise an error. Right now, we have already tried the clear method. I want you to try clear method and the delete keyword as well. Tell me what happens with the clear method, what happens with the delete keyword, right? When you use it, the set. Okay, quickly tell me. It get cleared. Right,
Yeah.
now let's
Oh,
try
so
out clear method right now. Yes, the elements get cleared. All the elements will get removed from the set. And if you use the delete keyword right now in list, it removed the entire list, but in set also it removes the entire set. It deletes the set completely. Therefore, that's how the delete keyword is working. Right. So now we have discussed about add. What else? Add method, and thereafter we discuss about update method, add update. Thereafter we discuss about remove, discard, pop, delete, clear. Right. Now that's what we have discussed. And then right now let's try to see how we can join two sets using extend method we did. Try out, is there any other method to join two sets?
Right.
All right. So, yes. How can we merge two sets? Did you find a way to do that?
By using update keyword.
Update method, yes, you can use in that update method, you can do it, yes. Right. Okay. Right now, what are the methods you have learned in, not the methods, what are the operations you have done at the school in set operations under mathematics? When you have two sets and whenever you need to merge,
Union.
what do you call that?
Union.
Union, yes, you call as a union. Like now there are several methods like we done at the school, basically union, intersection, and the difference, and the complement as I can remember. Likewise, we have done it. Right, therefore now the union method, what does it do? Right now, let's say we have set 1, 2, 3. Right now, the set contains here 1, 2, and 3. And let's say S1. It's easier for me to go with this S1. And let's go ahead with another set called set 2, which is 1, 2, 3, right? Therefore, I'm going to have 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, and 3. Okay. And S2 right now. If I want to get the merge two sets right now, then you know that it's easier. You can use the update method S1 dot update S2. Then you can do that easily right now when you use the update method. Right now, if you want to get the union right now, if someone asks what is the union of S1 and S2, then that you can calculate it by, let's say, S equals S1 dot union, S1 dot union, S2, S equals S1 dot union S2, and then you can print S. Right now, S would give you the union operation. Right. Now, the union operation can be done using the union method, or else, right now, you could do it using, right now, you can use the O operator as well, S1, O, S2, S1, O, S2. Now, that one also will give you the union operation, right? That also give you the union operation. Therefore, write down both gives you the same union value, right? Union. And then we can go with the intersection, right? Now this is the union. Right now is one dot intersection, the common values, intersection. Right now that can be done by S1 and S2 right now. This would be the union. This would be the intersection. Right now, then you can see S1 dot intersection S2 will give you the intersection or the common values for both. The values available in both will give you in the intersection. Right. Right now, try out that we just come up with another set called S1, S2, and S3, and try out to use the union method right in one line with how can you combine multiple sets together. Try out that how can you do it. S1, S2, S3 is equals to 6, 7, 8. Right now, 6, 7, 8 values are there. Therefore, now if you want to get the union of these sets, right, that is also possible. S1 dot union S2, and then you can say, comma, S3. Likewise, you could do, or else here, you can say S1 or S2 or S3. Likewise, check whether for the intersection as well, whether it works. And then thereafter, just see if it is a list, if S2 is a list, and if S3 is a tuple, whether what would be the returning value. Now, just check whether S1 is a set, S2 is a list, S3 is a tuple. Then find out whether what is the right now what is the output, whether it works as expected, and also what does it return. Therefore, use the type method, figure out what does it return. You quickly figure out and tell me. It gives you an error when you use the operator. Okay. Right now, right. Yes, it gives you an error when you use the operator. Right. Because that is not supported for set, list, and tuples. Right. Therefore, let's forget about it. Now, the union method does support. Union method does support. And what does it return? What is the type of this one? What is the type of this method? The return element. What is the type of the S? Is it a set? Yes, that is a set. Therefore, this returns a set. The union method, it is not required to have sets all the cases. Like you can have sets, list, tuples likewise, but then it returns a set. Therefore, you can join multiple sets using the union method. Right. Then, but if it is sets now, then there's no need to be sets when it comes to union method. But if it is sets, then you can right when you use the uh, union method also it works, and also you can use the operator as well. Right now, let me S1 or S2 or S3. Right now that also will be a set. Now you can use the operator as well. Right now, then right now, can you tell me now we can use this right in order to add the elements of another set? We could use the update method. No? What is the difference between update and the union method? Right, update and the union. What is the difference between update and the union? Right now, for an example, now when you say here, let's say S1 dot union S2 union S2. By looking at this also, you will be able to get the idea. Right now, let's say S1 dot update, S1 dot update, S2, and you can print S1. Right now, what's the difference? Now, there's a difference between these two right now. What do you think? Right, the answer is the same, but there's a difference. Can someone figure it out and tell me the difference or the change between these two?
It doesn't return anything, no, sir? The update method.
Yes, union method returns a set. Update method does not return a set, it updates an existing set. That's the difference. Union method returns a set. Therefore, remember, union method returns a set, where update method update an existing set. Therefore, it changes the original S1 set and it will add the elements of S2 to S1 set. It does not return a new set. But the union method, here this one, S1 dot union S2 will return a new set. That's the difference. Right? Okay, then intersection also the same. We have done it intersection method. Intersection method is used to get the common elements. And then instead of intersection, you could use the AND operator. Right, then there is now, we had something called, we had a union and we had union update, right? That is for union, right? Now, we could do it intersection. Right now, intersection. Now, right now, intersection will give you the common elements. Right now, this is, let me do it. Otherwise, S1 list get updated, set get updated. All right, now, okay, now intersection will give you this S1. Okay, then SS is equals to S1 and S2, S1 and S2, and here also we could write S equals S1 O S2, right? And thereafter, we have something called intersection update. Intersection update. Right now, let's say if you write S1 equals S1 dot intersection update. Right now, intersection update. Right, intersection underscore update method. Now, again, you know the difference between update method and the other method. So, what happens with this? Oh no, I have done in the wrong place now. Intersection update, right? S1 equals intersection underscore update. Right now, let's print SS, and then print S, and then print S1. Right now, again, the difference is intersection update method does not return the set. It does not return a new set. It will update the existing S1 set. Right now, now this AND method and right S1 and S2 will return a new set which consists of common elements both S and S2, and S1 dot intersection S2 also will return a new set which consists of common elements. If you say S1 dot intersection update S2, then it will update the S1 set with the common elements for both S1 and S2. Right, that is how the intersection method works. Right. Thereafter, we will try about the difference method as well. Right now, quickly figure out how the difference method works. Find out what the difference method works, how the difference method works, and difference update method works. Quickly find out. I want you to find out difference method, and then difference update, difference underscore update, and we have something called symmetric difference. Symmetric difference. difference update, symmetric difference, and thereafter symmetric difference update. Figure out what are the differences between these. Okay, then tell me what are the differences and what happens with each. Okay, quickly do it and send it to me via chat.
It creates a set which includes unique elements which only including unique
The
elements of
difference
S1.
method is returning a set. Is that what you are saying?
Yeah, it returns a set.
Okay, now we need to try about this now. Now, okay, let's leave it. Right now, S1 and okay, the difference method right now. Right. Now, we know the O operator is for union and operator is for intersection. And then for the difference method, what you can use right now is S1 dot difference. Copy this. Difference. And then what is the value? S1 and S1 dot difference S2, what that means? First of all, okay, S1 minus S2, not minus, this means the difference, okay? Right now, we'll remove it for a while. Now, what this means to you now? Is it differently? Is it different compared to the other way? If you say S2 difference S1, S2 difference S1, S2 dot difference S1, what do you think? What's the difference actually? Right now, when you say S1 difference S2, that means the elements, now we are talking about elements only unique for S1 set. Elements only available in S1 which are not in S2. So 2, 3 available in set 2, therefore only one will be returned. The difference method. And the secondly, S2 difference S1. Elements only belongs to set 2 which are not in set 1. Then 4, 5, 6 should be displayed. Now that's what the difference method does, right? Therefore the difference. Right, now if someone asks, elements only belongs to S2 which are not in S1. What you have to do? S2 minus S1 or S2 difference S1. Right. Now the difference update method. If you want to try the difference update method, you know already, it will not return a new set. It will update the existing set. So, if you say S1 dot difference update, if S1 dot difference update S2, S1 dot difference update S2, and if you print S1, that would update then that would update the existing S1 list with the new results. Difference update. Right, now difference update. Right, okay, then symmetric difference. Now we know the difference method. Right, now the symmetric difference. Right, now first we'll figure it out what is the symmetric difference. Now the symmetric difference is done by now here. We have so far we have discussed about union, and thereafter we have discussed about intersection and intersection update, thereafter difference, union done by U, intersection done by and the difference done by minus, and then we have symmetric difference. Right now, what is the symmetric difference does? What's symmetric difference is It's this one, right? Yes. Right, now let's try out what the symmetric difference does. Right now, this and then symmetric difference, and then thereafter we can have symmetric difference update method, and likewise we'll try. Now the symmetric difference. Now you can see 1, 4, 5, 6. Therefore, symmetric difference method gives you what? Symmetric difference. A symmetric difference method will give you only the unique elements in both set 1 and set 2. Right now, you can say 2 and 3 is the common. Therefore, you can say S1 union S2, S1 union S2 difference, S1 intersection S2. Likewise, because the common elements will be removed and then only the unique elements would be displayed using the symmetric difference method. Symmetric difference method keeps only the elements which are not present in both sets. Only the unique elements in both sets will be presented in the symmetric difference method. And symmetric difference update, also it will update the existing set. Right now, that's how that works. Right. Now also, there are some other theories, like now if you want to figure out whether set A is a subset of set B or set R, right now we have discussed about union, intersection, difference, symmetric difference, right? Now we are done with this, and intersection update, difference update also done. All right, now is set 1, S1 contains 1, 2, 3, and let's say, okay, I wanted to figure out whether the set S1 is a subset of S2, whether S1 is a subset of S2. S1 is a subset of S2. Right. Oh, and we need to figure it out right now. Is subset method. Just try out and tell me. Is subset, and we have is superset. Is subset. Is superset. And we can go ahead with the subset is superset, and what is subset superset, and then we have disjoint. Is disjoint set or disjoint? I guess disjoint, we'll see. Is disjoint means whether there any common element. So if the intersection is a null set or not. Likewise, that's what you check. Right, is disjoint is subset, and union. Right now we have done this. Right now, union update. We have discussed about union update. Union update, how can you do it? Union update. Yes, union update. Intersection update. We have done this, and that work can done by intersection update, and then difference. Difference and difference update. Difference update -6, right? Difference update. Yes, and then what else? Symmetric difference is this, and then Right now, symmetric difference update, that is how you do it. Union. Right. And thereafter, now we need to figure out is subset, is disjoint, is superset, subset, superset, and disjoint. Just quickly figure it out whether it is a subset or superset. Superset and subset. I can't remember the operation we can use. Superset. Let's check whether I'm not sure the subset. Subset means a smaller one. Okay, then the other way around. Superset means the large one. Okay, superset, subset. Okay, try out quickly. Right now, what does this subset and what is the superset and what is the disjoint set methods work? How it works? Quickly figure it out. If A contains 1, 2, 3, and if B contains if A contains 1, 2, 3, B contains 1, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3. Now, if you check whether print S1 dot is subset of S2. Obviously, yes. All the elements of S1 is contains inside S2. Therefore, S1 is a subset of S2. Right, then it says true. Right now, let's check whether print S1 subset right now whether this works. S1 is a subset of S2. Then it gives you true. Right now, if you check whether if is superset is S2, if S2 is a superset of S1, if the S2 is a superset of S1, superset, S2 is a superset of S1. That means all the elements of S1 contains in S2. Right now, right. So you can say that also gives you true is subset and superset. Right now, if you have no common elements at all, right? If it is have no common elements, right? Let's say 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. Right now, if you check whether it's a disjoint set, is disjoint. S2 is disjoint S1. That means there is no common element in between. If there is no common element between S1 and S2, it will give you true. S2 dot disjoint. Okay, one is there, no, therefore it is false, right? But if it is 6, 4, 5, right now it has to be no common elements. Therefore, now you can say S2 dot is disjoint S1. Disjoint is true because there is no common elements. Why this time it says subset false? Because S1 contains 1, 2, 3, S2 contains 6, 4, 5. Therefore, S1 is not a subset of S2 and S2 is not a superset of S1. Therefore, that's why it gives you false. Right now, this is how the set theory methods you can use. Right. Any questions up to now? You may have to remember these methods, okay? Subset, superset is disjoint. Right now, these are required for you to solve the questions, right?
So the complement.
Right. How can we find the complement? Right now, let's say the universal set. Right now, okay, then we have we have the universal set and the complement set. Like now for an example, okay, just give me a minute. We try to figure it out how to find the complement set here of set A. Any questions up to now? Then I'm about to start the dictionary.
No questions, sir.
No questions? Okay. Let's quickly finish the dictionary as well. Now we are going for the dictionary. Right. Now the dictionary has a difference, which because compared to list tuple set, dictionary is little bit different. Why? Dictionary comes with key value pairs. It has keys and value pairs. Right now it has a key colon value. It has key value pairs. The dictionary has key value pairs, and dictionary items are whether we need to figure it out whether it is ordered or not. Likewise, then the dictionary items are right now the dictionary items are whether it is ordered or not. Right now, the dictionary items are ordered. Right now, the dictionary items are ordered. But remember, if we have learned in previously in Python, at the time Python 3 was introduced, and up until Python 3.7 or 3.6, the Python dictionary items are unordered. But after 3.7 update, now we are using 3.12, right? Let me check Python version. Okay, PY version. No, it's not. PY 3.12, yes. 3.12. So, yes, after 3.7, Python items are, dictionary items are ordered, and then does it allow to change items? Yes, items are changeable. Now, okay, not here. Python items are ordered, and then it allows to change, therefore changeable. And then does it allow duplicate keys? No, no duplicates. Therefore, you can't have duplicates, right? You can't have the duplicates right now. Declared inside the curly brackets, you have to have key value pairs. Right now, for an example, right now, let's say we'll erase this. Right now, if you want to have a dictionary, okay, let's say okay, DIC, we have my dictionary, DICT equals right now, let's say we have inside the brackets, we have key value pairs. So I'm gonna have something like this. You can have right now easy for you to easily understand. Right now, let's say name, colon, let's say Jane Doe, comma, because you have more keys, and name and age, let's say colon 20, comma, right, address, okay, city, name, age, city, right now, colon, ZMB. Right now, then no comma needed for the last entry. So this is how you're gonna do it. Then you can print my dictionary. Now this is how it's gonna get printed. Now this is how you can create a dictionary. Right, you could do it in one line as well. For your reference, I just showed you how you can have the values right now. If it is, let's say, we have something called GPA, let's say 3.56. And let's say we'll have something called again Boolean value also. Is married. Is married or something like that, and then you can have true or false right now. Then likewise you can have the values. This is how you can have the values right now. Right, then if you want to get the length, type, and yes, we'll see the type method, what it does. You could use a type method, and then also you could use a length method. Right now, what does the length method returns? That I about you to figure it out. Right, length method, what it does. Right, length method will give you how many keys are there. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, the length method will give you that you have the 5 items already. They are likewise is passed. Can have is passed. Exam is passed, and then let's say we're gonna have, if you want, you can have subjects. You can have a list of subjects if you want. Let's say English, IT, and maths. Likewise, let's say you have some values. Right now, you can have subjects as a key you can use now that contains a list, right? Not only list, you can have a tuple as well. Then you could do it, right? Okay, try to create the dictionary using the dictionary constructor as well, like previously we have done. Okay, try out quickly. If you want to create a dictionary using the dictionary constructor, right, then how can you do that? Yes, then as usual, you have to use the word dict, right? Then round brackets, you can have the name, age, city, whatever the values, and then here you can close it, right? But now remember, this is not the uh, colon, right? It has to be equal sign. It has to be equal sign. Right now, let's see. What does it say? Expression cannot contain assignment. Perhaps you meant equal signs. Okay, what does it say? The name equals name to. Right. My dictionary. We have used a dictionary method right now. It's correct. Maybe the space. What's wrong with this one now? Yes, let's figure it out. Right now, here the equal sign. My dictionary equals dictionary. Right now, we're going to use the constructor of the dictionary. Then name is equals to chain 2, comma, age is equals to 20, and city equals to CMB. And then we are going to print this. Right now, what is wrong with this? Right now, we are trying to create a dictionary using the constructor. Right. Now, this is what we are ending up. Right now, what do you think? Yes, right now here the mistake we have done is, right, now the keys are not given like strings. Okay, that was the mistake, right? Because we have copied now. Then what does it say? Print my dictionary. Okay, syntax error, invalid syntax. What? Name equals Jendo, age equals 20, city equals CMD. Right, okay. The enter key. Yes, here it has to consider as this also is inside this line. Right, okay, now this is how you could do it. Now, right now, this is how you create the dictionary using the dictionary method, right? If not, the same thing, if you have to do it, you would have done it by, if you wanted to do it, like you have to say my dictionary and then inside the curly brackets, you have to do it. You have to start with the curly brackets and end with the curly brackets. And then name inside the double quotes, colon, Jane Doe, then age, colon 20, and then city, CMB. Likewise, this is how you can create the dictionary. Right now, this is how you do it. Okay, now we'll figure it out how we can access the items. Like now in like list or the tuple, we access by the indexes. Therefore, here in the dictionary, we have to access by the keys. Right now, if you want to access a dictionary by a key, now for an example, if you want to get the name of a particular value of for the name, then you have to use my dictionary, my DICT. Inside this, you have to say name. Right, then it would return the name of this one. Right now, if you want to get the age, right, then you have to say age. Right, if you want to get the city, then you have to get the city. Right, then name, age, city can be taken by like this. Right, and also if you want to figure out what are the keys, then you can get it by the my dictionary dot keys right now dot keys. Keys is a method right now which will return a list of items. Therefore, it will return a list of items. My dictionary dot keys will return a list of items, and then these would be the list items. Right, then also the same way you can do it for the values also. Right now, keys, values, likewise you can get. And also, if you want, you can get the items as well. Right now, each will return a list of keys, values, and the items. Right now, then those will be a list. Right now, what I want to do is here like these list right now. Let's say if you do this beforehand, right now, for an example. If you get the keys beforehand, and if you do a change to a dictionary, and if you print the previously taken list like this. Okay, now this is how you taken this now. Okay, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something. Here, I'm going to get K equals my dictionary dot keys. Right now, we're going to get the keys. Right, thereafter, what we're going to do is I'm going to introduce my dictionary, and the name is city and the state. Oh, I'm gonna have GPA. Like I'm gonna have something called GPA. Right now, GPA, and I'm gonna assign the value as well equals 12.56. Right now, okay, I have just added some value, and thereafter, right beforehand, I'm gonna print the keys. I'm going to print the keys, and thereafter I'm going to print the keys. Right now, then I have done a change to the dictionary, and let me show print the dictionary as well. Okay, right now I have done a change to the dictionary, but now you can see here previously I have taken this list keys like this. Okay, and this is the previously taken keys list, and then this is the new one. Right now, I have not taken again, but previously I have stored it to the variable k, but the list has updated. Therefore, now when you do a change to the dictionary, key list, item list, or the values list automatically get updated. Now those automatically get updated as well. Right. Now this is how you get the values, and this is how you get the items. Right now, items now that will return a list. Right now, even though you do a change to the dictionary, the value list, item list, or the keys list will get updated. Right. Now, check whether is the state is in the dictionary. If the state is in the dictionary, print the state. If the state is in the dictionary, print the value of the state. Try out. If you do just check with the keys. Also, it doesn't matter, but there is one extra additional process. That's the only thing. Right.
Right, sir.
Okay. Then if you want to change the value of the Jane Doe to Will Smith, if you want to change the Jane Doe to Will Smith, how can you do that? right now, if you can initially check if the name is there. If the name is there, we can check the name. We can name equals Will Smith, and then we can print the name. Right. Okay, then we could do it like this. If the name, then the name get changed to Will Smith, and then if you print the dictionary, if you print the entire dictionary, right, then that would print the entire list with the name changes. Right now, that is how you can change the values, and you could do it. And also, uh, right now, that is how you can do it. Now, how to add an item to a dictionary, that we need to figure it out. Now, how to add an item to a dictionary is just using, you can just if you do it like typing this would add an item to a dictionary. Now, for an example, if you want to add another one, let's say HMH address or something like that, city and subject. So let's say I'm gonna add another one called my dictionary, and then GPA is equals to 1.25, right? And then if you do this right now, you can see it get added a new one, new item, new key value pair. That is what you call as an item to the dictionary. Right, and also there is a way of doing it called update method, and then that you could do right now. For an example, after adding this, if you want to update it, if you say my dictionary dot update, and if you pass, let's say GPA equals, right, 3.5. GPA is equals to 3.5. And if you do so, right, I'm gonna remove this. Now you can see GPA will get updated to 3.5. Okay, what does it say? My dictionary dot update. Right now I need to pass it as an item. No, yes, right. Right, GPA, what is the cannot assign literally, maybe human time instead of what? Right. Okay, print my dictionary. Okay, what's wrong with this my update method we are passing right now? Equal sign, no? Yes. Right, then that will work. Yes, you can add it right now. If it is a new one, like now, GPR or something, let's say I'm gonna change now. Since if it is the existing key, it will update the value. If it is a separate key, if it is a, different key, it will add the new item. It will add the new item. If it is the existing key, it will add. Right. Therefore, remember, if it is an existing key given, it will update the value for that key. If it is a different key or the new key added, then it will add a new item as well. Now that is how you can add an item to this right now. If it is, you can either type like this, or you can, let's say, GPS or something like this. Right now, if you do it, now it will add this. Right now it will add the GPS as well. Right now, this is how it's gonna add the items. Right now, quickly try out that as well, and then the remove method as well. Right now, to remove here, just try how the clear method works. You know how the clear method works and how the delete keyword works. Just try out, and then there is right now. Remove method does not work. We have the pop. Pop method. We need to pass the we need to pass the key, and if we need to pop item also, there is a method called pop item. Quickly figure out now what happens with these right now. Now pop, and if you pass the existing key, whether it will remove the item, whether if you type a different key, what will happen, whether it will raise an error or not. Likewise, just figure out and tell me quickly. Right. The clear method, what the clear method does, and the clear method will clear all the items. Yes, right now there's an answer for it. Yes, the clear method will clear all the items from the dictionary. Right, clear method will clear all the items from the dictionary. Right now that will clear. Right now, if you want to right now, if you want to just delete right now an item. If you want to delete an item right now, the delete keyword, if you use the delete keyword, if you use delete my eyes, right now, if you use delete my dict, right now, if you use delete, if you use delete, right now, you can say it will delete the dictionary, entire dictionary. Right now, the delete keyword will delete the entire dictionary. The delete will delete the entire dictionary. Right now, if you want to delete only an item, okay, can you delete that? Can you do that? If you want to delete only an item, right now, if you want to remove only an item, right now, we can say delete my dict. And if you say the name, right now, if you say name, right now, it's gonna remove only that particular item. But if you have typed a different key value, then you will get an error. There is nothing called names, therefore it will give you an error saying names, right? Therefore, you can, using the in operator, you can check whether the existing the given key is available there or not, and thereafter you can delete. Now this is how you can delete. This is how you can use the delete keyword to remove a item. That is how you can remove an item, right? So, okay, now if you use the pop item right now, if you use the pop item, if you use dictionary, my dictionary dot pop item. Right now, if you use the pop item, that means it will remove the last version because Python dictionaries are ordered. So after 3.7, therefore it will remove the last one. Now it will remove the ctcmp. Right now, every time you run, see, the same thing has happened. The order won't change. Therefore, remove the last item. The pop item will remove the last item of a dictionary. Right now, if you use the pop method, then right now, if you use just pop method, right now, without passing a value, if you just use the pop method, right now, it will say it needs one argument. That means you need to pass a key. So you need to pass a key. Right now, if you say name, right now, that particular item would get removed. Again, what happens if you type a different key, then again it will give you a key error saying there's nothing called, no key called names, right? Therefore, if the key you are trying to remove is found, then that item will get removed entirely from the dictionary. Right now, this is how you add and remove items from the dictionary. Right. Now, this is how you can do it. Now you know how to get the list, how you can get the items, and likewise, you know how to work with the add items, remove items from the dictionary. That is how you can do. Right now, how you can loop through a dictionary. Right now, that means if you use a for loop, right now, for I in my dictionary, my dict, and if you say print I. Now, what it would return now, what do you think? Now, for I in my dictionary, print I, what do you think? What elements it will return? Right now, if you do it like this, what elements will it return? Whether it will be the items, whether it will be the keys, or whether it will be the values. Items of keys, values, or the items. What do you think? If you say for I in my dictionary and print I, then that would print only the keys. Right now, that would print only the keys, right? If you want to iterate through the values as well, right, then you can say my dictionary, my DICT, right, I. Now you are passing, you are trying to print the values of it. Right now, if you do it like this, print DICT and colon, let's say colon, and if you use my dictionary like this, if you use right now, this would print the key and the value name. Right now, rather having semicolon, we'll have a hyphen. So right now, you could be able to print like this. Or else, if you want to print the items, if you want to print the items, how can you do that? If you want to print the items like this, if you want to print the items, how can you do that? Print the items. Right now, I know that you're going to say that my dictionary.items list. You can get the my dictionary.items method, and then that will return a list, and then you could iterate through. Yes, right, very easy. Then for my dictionary.items, you can say then that would return an items. Right then, what will happen here? Right now, my dictionary now this would return an key and value pairs. Now this would return key and a value pair. Right, therefore you can't do it like this. Now there are two things will return from the list here, and right now how can we do that? Then we could say for I and j, for I and j, then print I and j. INJ. Likewise, we could say then the bracket is wrong here. Right. So it would print the keys and the values, right? That's how you can print the items. Like what we did was we just took the list of items and then we have done it. Right now, right now, if you try to what else? What are the methods available in dictionary? We have discussed about clear get okay the pop item update values update we haven't done no update with we did update items here so right now okay how to copy okay if you have to copy a dictionary how can we do that that is also very important. Let's say you have the dictionary let's say di my dict1. Okay, dictionary DICTA, and then I'm gonna have DICTB and DICTB, and I'm gonna say DICTB is equals to DICTA, and thereafter I'm gonna do a change to a dictionary A. I'm gonna say DICTA, name age city and GPA. I'm gonna add GPA. I'm gonna add GPA is equals to 1.5, right? And thereafter, I'm going to print the DICTA and DICTB. DICTA and DICTB, I'm going to print. Right now, what will happen? Let's see. Right now, you can see both has the same values. Then why? Because I have taken a copy of dictionary A to dictionary B. And thereafter, I have changed the dictionary A by adding another key value pair, or I have added another item. But though I'm printing dictionary and dictionary B gives the same output. Therefore, remember, if we use the equal sign, it is not make a copy. This dictionary B will not have a copy of dictionary A. Now, this will add only a reference. Now, this will add a reference. Remember that. Reference only. Right, reference only. This will add a reference only. Right, this will add a reference only. Right now, if you want to do that, if you want to have a copy, right now, you can say dictionary C is equals to dictionary A dot copy. Right, dictionary A dot copy. Now, this is how you can make a copy. Right now, if you print dictionary A and dictionary C and dictionary B also, let's print and we can see dictionary A, B, and C. Now you can say C has only without GPA. That means C has not updated with this GPA thing because A and B got updated because A and B are both referring to the same dictionary object where C had a copy of the dictionary A. Right now, that is how you can deal with the dictionary function. Right. Also, okay, then you can do it using the copy function and then dictionary constructor also will be, yes, I think DICT and DICTA. Let's see, let's try to print the dictionary D as well. I think that will also have a copy of the dictionary. Yes, you can take a copy using a copy function, or you could use the dictionary function of the constructor. You can use the dict, D-I-C-T. That is also allow you to make a copy of the dictionary. Right now, that is how you deal with the dictionaries. Right now, inside the dictionaries also you can have lists, sets, the tuples, or even you can have dictionary inside a dictionary. Likewise, you can have it right now. That's what you could do with the dictionaries. Right now, let's say we'll create a dictionary called student, and then for each dictionary, let's say we will have we'll do something like this. We'll create a dictionary, nested dictionary, and we'll see how we can do it. Now, items, let's say I'm going to have a dictionary called item, right? Items, and in the items, and thereafter, I'm going to have inside this dictionary, I'm going to have another set of dictionaries. Right now, for an example, I'm going to have what do you call ITMA. Right now, ITMA, item A, ITMA. Right, okay. And that's my dictionary, ITMA equals to, right now, I have name, let's say desk, and I have the price as 20,000. Right, now that's my dictionary. ITMA and comma ITMB and ITMC. Likewise, I'm going to have ITMA, ITMB, and ITMC. A, B, and C. Right now, desk, chair, and the bed. Right now, price gonna be chair 10,000 and the bed gonna be, let's say, 40,000. Right now, this is the last item, so remove the comma and close the bracket. Right now, here I'm gonna print my items dictionary and see how it's gonna get. media live items, right? Now, what did say? Unterminate string literal where price equals this name. Okay. All right. Now, this is how it get printed. Nested dictionaries. Now, if I want to iterate through this for right now, if you get 4x in items and if you 4x in items, and if you just print x, what will happen? Print x right now. Then you can see it gives you the right now it will give you the dictionary names right now. It will give you the dictionary names ITMA, ITMB, ITMC. Like these are the dictionaries. Like now it will give you the dictionaries right now. Thereafter, you can have the if you want to access like let's say item may name. If you want to just to print item may name, how can you do that? Print from the items dictionary, we have to say items dictionary, right? Print items dictionary. Inside that, I wanted to get the ITMA from the items dictionary. I want to get the item A, and thereafter, then I want to get the name of the item. I want to get the name of the item, right? Items dictionary, item A name. Right now, it should give you desk. Item may name desk. Likewise, this is how you can get it right now. And that is how you can work through the nested dictionaries. Right. Now we'll do something like this. Okay, as an exercise for the dictionary, I'll give you a little bit tough one and try to do this quickly. Here is the dictionary. This is a list. We have apple, banana, apple, orange, banana, apple. Right. I want you to count. I want you to find the unique elements in this list, right? And then find the frequency of each item. For an example, apple 1, 2, 3. Then create a dictionary for apple and the key is apple and the frequency is 3. Banana has the key value as the number of times banana appears. Likewise, quickly do that. Right, okay, quickly do this and then thereafter we can wind up for today. So what requires here is you need to think what you have to do first. Right now, in the given question, we have given a list, and then we need to figure out what are the items, unique items, and thereafter we need to add that into a dictionary with the number of times it appears. Right. Therefore, what we did was here. Right now, we created the empty dictionary, and then we check whether now we iterate through the list. Now, for the first time, we get apple. 4. That means I is apple. Then we check whether apple as a key, whether the apple as a key is available in the dictionary. If the apple is available as a key in the dictionary, I need to increase the count by 1. Then I want to say dictionary apple, increase the count by 1. The value will get increased by 1. Otherwise, I add that as an item. That means I add that to the dictionary as an item. Apple value as 1. Apple value as 1. Then banana. Then again else. Then I add the banana and set the value as 1. Again apple. Then apple is already there in the dictionary. Then it increase by 1. Then apple becomes 2. Then orange else. Then it add the record. And banana again it increase the banana count by 1. Again apple it increase the apple count by 1. Therefore, that is how it works. Is that clear?
Exactly.
Right. Now, if you want to do that in no time or like in simple way of right now, if you want to do it in a little bit advanced manner, right? How can you do that? Right now, okay, we will have something like this. My dict equals empty. Right now, we wanted to do this like now. Right now, we want to do it now. Right, my dict. How can I do that? Let's try for I in items list, for I in items. Then I can add my dict, and for elements right now, I equals, we need to, if this is available in the dictionary, we need to get the value from the dictionary. Right now, let's get the value from the dictionary. How can we get the value from the dictionary? Right now, you have to get it from the dictionary. My dict dot get, and then we need to get the item, which is the item. The key is I, and current count, like we need to get the current count of the 0. Then next we have to get my dict got 1 0 y 0. Right now, the value we will be able to get, then we have to increase it by 1 if it is not available. And let's print it and see. Yes, we can do it. See? Right now, what we did was, right now, we have created an empty dictionary called my dictionary, and then for each time we have items from the list. That means it will iterate apple, banana, apple, orange, banana, apple, likewise. Then we have the dictionary, then my dictionary apple equals, right now we get the value for it. Right now, here now we are calling dictionary.get I, and then here with this 0. Right now, what is this 0? Now, you should have asked now, okay, we can understand. What is this 0 right now? Should we really put 0? Oh, right now, what will happen right now if it is I? Right now, if you just pass the get and I now, you will see right now, you can't right now. If what happens here in the get method, first of all, we'll see. Now, get method has two values right now. If you have used the get method with the dictionary, you can have my dictionary dot get will return. Then you have to have the key value here. Let's say whatever the key value here, and if the particular key is not there, optionally we can put 0. We can put 0. That means if the value is not there, it will return 0. Now, for an example, let me show you print my dictionary dot get, and I'm going to say apple. My dictionary dot get apple. Otherwise, I'm going to put 0. Right now, what will happen? Right now, you can see 3. My dictionary dot get apple 0 means here it returns 3 because the apple key is there already in the dictionary. But if you say apples, if it is apples, now that key is not available in my dictionary. Now this is supposed to print 0. Now see, it gives you 0, right? If I have put like 1,000, if it is not available, that would return 1,000. That means this is an optional value right now. If you are passing the exact value, no need to pass this. Right now, if you pass this, right now, okay, now one bracket was removed. That's the reason. Right now, it will give you the answer, right? The get using the get method, it will return the value of for the particular key. But optionally, you can pass if this particular value, that means if the particular key is not existing, return a value. Right now, if it is apple, now it would return 3 because that is there. Here we have to pass, right? Not here. And if it is -1, right now that would say 3. But if this is, right, if this apples, or if there's no key called apples, then in such cases it will return -1. Now this is what I did. I say get the I is the key, get key. If it is not available, return 0. If it is available, increase the value by 1. Right now, anyway, for an example, what happens here is, now when it comes to apple, right now apple, I means apple, then my dictionary apple is equals to my dictionary dot get apple, not available because empty dictionary, then it returns 0. Then it get increased by 1. Now apple become 1, right? Then banana. Second time the for loop runs. My dictionary banana, not available in the my dictionary. Then my dictionary dot get banana will return 0, then increase by 1, then banana become 1. Right, apple 1, banana 1. Right now, you're going to set apple equals 1 and banana equals 1. Right, now again, it will, next time it runs, then again apple. My dictionary apple equals my dictionary dot get apple. Now it returns 1. Then that plus 1. 1 plus 1 become, this become 2. Next time it runs orange. Then my dictionary orange, not available in my dictionary. Therefore, my dictionary dot orange will return 0. Then 0 plus 1 become 1. Then orange become 1. And again banana. Then my dictionary dot banana. Now my dictionary contains banana. Then it will return the value as 1. This will return 1. Then it increases by 1. Therefore, this become 2. Again it runs. Then apple. Again my dictionary apple equals my dictionary dot get apple. Since it is available, then it will return 2. Therefore, this will return 2. Then 2 plus 1 become 3. Then this is how you could do it. The same thing here, you could have done it using this easily like this as well. Any questions up to now?
No, sir. Got the point.
Right, now we are done with list, tuple, set, dictionary. Then search about questions in the internet for lists, tuples, sets, and dictionaries, and do as much as you can, because doing more and more exercises will expose you to right now more logics. Therefore, only thing is the learning the syntax is nothing. You can easily do that, but learning the like the logical thinking or problem solving skills comes with the experience. Therefore, please practice more and more. then think more and more how to do these things very easily, right? Every question, most of the questions has easy way of solving it if you start from the right way. Therefore, think of the questions and then think how we can start, how we can approach, and then do it. And thereafter, you'll be able to solve easily. Therefore, that comes with the proper experience. Therefore, do more and more questions. Now, we are done with the collections available in Python right now. Any questions if you have, you can ask the next day as well. Right then, next day, we're going to start with the if we have not done functions, we're going to start with functions or OOP concepts. We'll see. Right. Thank you very much then.
Thank
We'll
you,
stop
sir.
soon. Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Bye.
Sir, functions we did.
We did?
No?
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Then we have to do OOP concepts, so classes, objects, and the inheritance. Those things we'll do. And thereafter, modules. And then, yes, by next week, we can do the OOP concepts entire day. And 9th, we can do the remaining modules and see. And 16th, we can discuss what are the questions you're gonna have. Okay, yeah. We'll when I said the exam gonna be?
30th, sir.
Yes, we can have by 30th for sure.
All right, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, sir.
Bye.